Destination. Enjoy your stay.
Pagkapak ni et antatu. Silis ka janaga ima checho ron chica.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay. Destination. Enjoy your stay. Do you require medical attention? Be well. Please use all products only as
Close
intended.
one there.
Be well. Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay. Destination. Destination?
They didn't like that. Close one there. to turn off these power conduits. With all the juice they're putting out, we need them offline before we can shut down these blasted guns. Lied to my face. Made me look like an idiot.
Speak up, Major. Do you have something to say? Perhaps about your commanding officer?
Nope, everything's just peachy. Forget I said anything, my lord. Apologies for wasting your time. Got something for ya! I think we cut enough power to take out the guns for good. Just need to find the controls that shut them off. Close one Not a Selkath in sight. They must be putting a lot of trust in the Republic if they're letting this beast cruise around Manaan without any local military on board.
Don't be absurd. There is no trust between Manaan and the Republic. The Selkath want the Republic gone as much as we do. As much as they want the Empire gone.
I thought the Selkath helped the Republic destroy your ion cannon.
A brief association, in opposition of a common enemy.
How do you know that?
The so-called soldiers tasked with guarding me had many complaints about Manon's natives. The Selkath's displeasure at the Republic's presence was especially confusing for them. The Republic are aggressors here. Self-righteous and unwanted invaders, though they pretend otherwise. And I will find a way to use their sanctimonious convictions against them.
All those power conduits we fried lead to manual controls on the bridge.
Can you use the controls to deal with the guns?
Does a hut have a tail?
Then we have our target. Let's go.
They're here. Oh, no. How did he escape? Weapons ready. Don't let them touch anything in this room. Form up. Don't let them get the upper hand.
They must have known we'd make it up here. Our Republic friends locked this system down tighter than bantha hide.
Can you get in?
Oh yeah, no problem. And we destabilize enough of this thing's power conduits that I can rig the guns to explode from here. With plenty of time for us to escape, of course. Say goodbye to the Republic's shiny new toy.
Stop.
What's wrong?
Why destroy these weapons when we can take them for ourselves? Use them against the Republic, should they try to stop us again. Increase the output of these weapons as high as you can, Major. Make them so powerful that we regain our unquestionable dominance over this world.
Not an option, my lord. We shut down too many of the power sources. There won't be enough juice left to supercharge the guns and keep their targeting matrix online. I do what you're asking. These guns will fire on anything that moves. Selkath, Republic, Imperials.
Good. That means no one else will be able to shut them down. When Selkath's ships are obliterated by Republic weapons, their rift will deepen. The Selkath can't fight on two fronts, and when the dust is cleared, Manaan will belong to me.
You there? Do you read? What's the status of those guns?
We're at the controls now, Colonel. But you...
Come in! Blast! I thought we'd worked out these comms issues.
Colonel,
Listen, if you can hear me at all, it is imperative that we destroy these guns once and for all. Our people need Kolto, and what we're doing here is the best way to get it to them. But we can't continue if the Republic is breathing down our necks like this. Darth Nuruk's orders are clear. Destroy the guns.
Everything all right?
Focus, Major. Do as I command, and you shall be granted a reward befitting a conqueror of worlds.
I'm sorry, my lord, but this one gives the orders.
if the Empire needs Kolto to win this war, then we will take all that Manaan has to offer. Do as Darth Nuruk says.
Whatever you say. Countdown initiated. I gave us enough time to get back to the shuttle, but we still better move it before these things get a chance to shoot at us.
Get me to our base of operations. It's time I took control of this mayhem.
I've raised my brows at a lot of things you've done, but never in my wildest dreams did I think you were capable of something so blasted stupid.
Mind yourself, Major. I won't permit this insubordination while there's still so much work left to do.
Mind myself? Stars, you're brainless. We found Darth Norok, Colonel, and he wasn't too happy to hear about what you've been up to. You had the brass to speak for a Sith with ties to the Dark Council without his permission, but that wasn't reckless enough for you. Not telling anyone that Norok was missing. Forging his orders. And the best part's gotta be how you dragged us into your stupidity. I know Norok was a pain, sir, and I know he was keeping you from supporting the Empire the way you thought was right. I might have understood if you had just told me about all of this from the start, but you lied to me. And that I don't understand.
Terrible things happen to those who try to deceive me. You're lucky I don't kill you where you stand.
Are you sure that impersonating a Sith is such a terrible thing? Because right now, you sound just like Norok. Where is Darth Norok?
He's on his way.
Then before he arrives and exacts his punishment, at least let me explain myself.
Other than making a complete fool of yourself, what exactly did you do?
Whatever mess you found Norok in was the result of his own arrogance. When I lost contact with him, I simply took advantage of his absence. My entire career, I've done nothing but prove my admiration for the Sith. I served without question, believed they had a right to rule the Empire. Until I had a chance to lead this operation, I cherished the idea that I was helping soldiers live to see another day. Norok, however, kept saying I needed to think bigger. He wanted all of Manaan under his rule, but we didn't have the resources to sustain a prolonged occupation of the entire planet. It would have achieved nothing. Nothing more than a boost to Norok's ego. I refused to sacrifice faithful citizens of the Empire for something so irresponsible. And I do not regret that decision. Or the decision to use Norok's name, if it means not one life will be wasted on a Sith's ambition.
Do you regret it now, Cord? Can you still hold fast to your principles while the breath is torn from your lungs?
My lord, if he just...
Finally. I thought I would never be able to get through. I won't question your methods of discipline when it comes to your subordinates, Norok. But you will not treat mine like this. Release him, now.
I want this cowardly bog-tick executed, Krovos.
On what charges?
Incompetence. Dereliction. Fabricating the word of a Sith.
That is disappointing, Colonel. Does anyone have evidence to support Darth Norok's accusations?
Colonel Cord lied to all of us and issued fake orders that were meant to undermine Darth Norok's plans.
That's all I needed to hear. But Cord is mine to deal with, Norok. Major Anri, I am sorry that this falls to you. Arrest Colonel Cord. I want him brought to my location at once.
This is why your soldiers make stupid decisions, Krovos. You let them get away with far too much. You need to set an example.
Well, while you clean up that mess, I'll sort out the issue of finding someone to replace Colonel Cord. Get on with whatever you have planned for Manaan, Norok. The war will not wait for your ambitions.
You have my thanks. Something I do not offer freely. Because of your commitment to expanding the Empire's reach, Manaan will soon be under Imperial control. Under my control. There is much work to be done if I'm to repair the damage Cord has caused. But I do hope your assistance will be available again, should I need it.
Managed to get the rest of our reinforcements past those guns. Of course, Darth Norok had to get them good and terrified the second they got here. It's going to be a hell of a fight from here on out. We had enough trouble keeping the Selkath away when we only had one section of water under our control.
I like it when you talk business. You sound so assertive.
Really? You ask anyone else, I say I run my mouth too much. Glad you don't mind. I've seen you in action so many times, and you still never cease to amaze. Not to mention all the times you've come through for me. You're probably tired of everyone constantly falling over themselves for you. I'm sure you don't need to hear me go on about how amazing I think you are. But I can count the number of people I trust on one hand. Every time we meet, you more than earn your place on that list. Hope you know how much I appreciate that.
If you want to show me how much you appreciate me, you can start by buying me a drink.
Not a bad idea, but I've got something better in mind.
You're right. That was much better.
Let's just hope we don't have to wait too long before we get to do that again. Anyway, I know you have a lot to get back to, and I don't want to keep you from it. Thanks for sticking around and seeing this through.
Which way to the victory celebration?
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Is something wrong?
As much as the sight of you improves my mood, I'm afraid I come with grim news. We've lost contact with the team we deployed to explore the ruins of Darth Nowl's fortress on Elon. It could be a simple malfunction, but given the importance of their mission and the site's interest to Darth Malgus, we should investigate immediately.
None is secure enough. Shall we take your ship or mine?
Ah, on that note,
I'll be your chauffeur for this mission.
I wasn't expecting you.
I tried to persuade your associate that you were in capable hands with me, but...
But I've not had the opportunity to work with our esteemed ally. I thought this would be the perfect time to become better acquainted.
How could I refuse such a charming request? I have some final arrangements to see to. I'll meet you at the ship.
He certainly has a way with people. We cannot trust him.
You think he might stab me in the back if you aren't here to stop him?
He wouldn't succeed. Regardless, I merely want to spare you the distraction. I'll focus on him so you can focus on the mission. Shall we?
That's just it. So little is known about you at present. It's a mystery, just like Darth Nal.
Does that trouble you?
Not at all. I quite enjoy it. You should hear the stories people tell.
Should I?
You would find them flattering, I'm sure. I once heard that you only remain at your impressive master's side in order to disguise your full power. After all, who can say what you're truly capable of when you live in a shadow cast so long?
Who indeed? Strange. There's some kind of energy shield over the dig site. The readings don't match any Imperial or Republic design.
Is that the cause of the communications blackout?
Most likely. We can't fly through it either. We'll have to land and approach on foot.
Intriguing. I'll apprise Darth Krovos of the situation. Putting reinforcements on standby seems prudent. Seems like just another ruin.
The shield is projected from a power source near the temple entrance. I suggest we bring that down first.
So that reinforcements can join us more directly if necessary. Thinking ahead. You're as cunning as they say.
That's a good thing to keep in mind, Rivix.
I always remember my friend's best qualities. Something is off. These creatures are hostile beyond all reason.
Look out!
is that?
Irritating.
I have a theory. Given the native wildlife's abnormal behavior, it's possible this machine is manipulating their... Well, that was fast confirmation.
Watch out!
If Darth Null created these machines, she must have been a talented scientist, or a master of Sith alchemy. Perhaps both.
After centuries, her creations still function, more or less. An impressive feat. The shield. It doesn't match any known designs because Null built it so long ago. Perhaps the dig team activated it by accident, and they're still safe.
Or they activated it because they were attacked. We shouldn't rule anything out at this point.
We can stay here and guess, or we can move on and learn the truth.
Fair enough.
After you.
A Republic shuttle, but no sign of any troops.
If they landed here, then they arrived before the shield went up. We'll likely find them closer to the temple.
Yes, let's hurry on.
More droids. More droids.
That looks useful.
We'll need another. It can't have gone too far. This is the source of the shield.
Dead Jedi, dead soldiers. This one was on the dig team. The attack must have started here.
The bodies. They weren't all killed by blasters or lightsabers.
A trap!
Trespassers detected.
Droids!
Massacre. Damage detected. Massacre. Ineffective. Attempt. Obliteration.
That did it. The shield has dropped. Our comms should work now.
I'll contact Darth Krovos immediately. The enemy already came here once. They may well bring reinforcements. We should do the same.
Darth Null was clearly a genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her? I'm beginning to suspect that this was intentional. Her whole existence erased purposefully.
But why?
Perhaps one of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even so, I struggle to think of anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
If that's true, I can see why Malgus would want to learn more about her.
The only other person to make Emperors and Dark Council members that nervous is you.
Krovos has confirmed that reinforcements are on the way. We can't be far from the ruins. Let's hurry on.
More droids! That can't be good.
I sense something.
I sense it too. Malgus.
He's here. Hurry!
There, that's our way forward.
Plenty of places for our enemies to hide. enemy reinforcements.
They must be wondering what happened to their people, too. There. That's our way forward.
This isn't good.
Let's hope the grapples work.
Enemy dropship!
Careful.
There, the temple.
Watch your step. These droids are dangerous.
They aren't gonna stop us.
You. I should have known. I did not come here for you. Stand aside, or die. So be it. Nothing can stop what is to come. Not even you. not stand in my way. My rage will consume you. You cannot win. Bear witness to true power. My rage will consume you. You are weak. Enough. This ends now. My rage will consume you.
We did it. The long hunt is over.
will it hold him?
Until he tells us everything he knows. Or he dies.
Will he actually tell us anything?
Probably not at first. But eventually, he will accept the full gravity of his situation. A fresh dig team will resume the work on Elon shortly. Malgus made quite a mess, but with luck, we'll soon know everything there is to know about Darth Nul.
If her inventions can be militarized, with our replenished Kolto reserves, the Republic will have precious little hope left. The cell is satisfactory, Lord Eldred. I will share my appraisal with the rest of the Dark Council. Darth Savik should be cautious. You could be a marvelous contender for her position. With Malgus captured, what is next for the Hand of the Empire?
Whatever the Empire needs, the Hand will provide.
The Council will be reassured to hear that.
You think this is over? I have revealed a truth long buried. A path to power, concealed by thrones, and hidden by councils. Overshadowed by a war with no true victor. I have seen a vision of the future, a galaxy in flames. What I have begun will not end with me. This is only the beginning.
Kira, are you alright?
Honestly, I'm not great.
I see. Then it is fortunate I came along.
I think so too. This feeling gets worse the closer we get to Elam.
Everything about Elam is unpredictable. Will you two be alright?
What Kira is experiencing is unusual, but there's no cause for worry. Not yet, at least.
Besides, we really shouldn't pass up a chance to figure out what's happening with us. When you came back from Elong, Scourge and I both got this weird feeling, like we just uncovered a memory. It's unclear, but familiar. Like a dream.
I tried to help Kira and Scourge clarify the details of what they sensed, to bring their feelings into focus. But my guidance could only do so much. We all agreed that further exploration was necessary. Scourge traveled to a place I am unfamiliar with. There are ruins there that he suspects may have a connection to Darth Null.
I wish the big guy was here. I can't remember the last time I did something like this without him.
It is for the best. Your paths will join again, though you must walk alone for now. My hope is that being in the presence of this fortress on Elon will make sense of the strange feelings you are having.
And whatever these feelings are, if they have something to do with Darth Null, then maybe they could help you figure out what Malgus was trying to do. Guess we're about to find out, one way or another. The Hand of the Empire's recovery team should have plenty to tell us.
Before we discuss anything else, it would be best if Kira and I familiarized ourselves with this place.
We'll meet you at the camp after we look around for a bit. I promise we won't break anything.
Oh, hello. Talo Strelick. I am honored to make the acquaintance of one so esteemed and to see that you've taken an interest in my work. This has certainly been one of the most intriguing expeditions I've ever participated in, even after all my time in the Reclamation Service. And working with Colonel Gola has been a truly enlightening experience.
It sounds like you've achieved much working with this team.
An apt observation. Believe it or not, this fortress may not have been as isolated as we first believed. Sifting through the wreckage, I've uncovered several artifacts that bear striking similarities to relics discovered on previous archaeological digs, on worlds far from this one. Once the relics here are thoroughly documented, I will conduct a full investigation into these connections. Perhaps you could provide a map that identifies other locations Malgus targeted. Oh, I shudder to think what other priceless sites he may have ransacked if you hadn't stopped him.
This sounds promising. I look forward to hearing more.
If you are so inclined, I would encourage you to examine some of the relics for yourself. You'll find them around the camp. Someone with your ability should have no trouble recognizing the mystifying sensations I've described. Do let me know if I can be of any further assistance.
A pleasure to see you again. It's been quite some time since the incident in the Dune Sea.
I'm glad to see you've offered your assistance.
We've been incredibly fortunate to have Colonel Gola join us. His expertise has been nothing short of invaluable to this team.
Thank you, Lord Rivik. Such high praise, especially considering the results of this mission.
What do you mean?
I've led many expeditions that were largely successful despite their dangers, but this one is unusual. Our time here has been relatively uneventful, yet we haven't learned much. Every fragment of every artifact found in these ruins has been examined twice over, but we still can't conclusively say why Darth Nul built the machine inside this fortress. But with you here, perhaps we'll grow closer to solving this mystery. Anything you and Lord Rivik could tell me about your time here would be helpful.
No, I don't believe it.
What's happening?
That feeling I couldn't explain. I didn't think it would be this. This was from Darth Nul's machine? That Malgus destroyed?
It was.
Darth Nul. She was a child of the Emperor.
What is a child of the Emperor?
The children of the Emperor were a secret weapon. Kind of like the servants you used to work with. They've both been around for centuries. The big difference is the servants blindly follow the Emperor. That wasn't the case for the children. The Sith would take people and implant them with a small piece of the old Emperor's power. Then he could control them, make them do whatever he wanted. Most of the children weren't even aware of what had been done to them. Not until it was too late.
But the Emperor is gone. If he had any control left over the remaining children, that connection has been severed.
This begs the question. Why would Malgus take such an interest in a pawn of the former Emperor? A centuries-old pawn at that. If only there was someone who could tell us more.
It sounds like you already have someone in mind.
Indeed, I do. According to the records we obtained, 2 dig teams were originally sent to Elam, one from the Republic and one from the Empire. Every member of both teams has been accounted for except one. A young Jedi named Sahar Katin. All of our personnel files indicate that she's the Padawan of the Jedi historian who led the Republic's expedition team, Master Denom Orr.
If she's the only surviving witness, she could have much to tell us.
And you're gonna ask her nicely, right? No Sith interrogation techniques.
That is something to decide when we locate the Padawan, but finding leads will take time. Until then, I have a suggestion. Speak to Malgus.
You think he'll say anything?
Not willingly, but the certainty he's placed in his own schemes can be used against him. If that fails, I'm sure that a little encouragement will compel him to reveal something useful. The path forward grows ever longer, it seems.
Rakan? It's me. It's Sahar. Wait. Rakan. Please. Stop. What is wrong with you? I risked everything to be here and you won't even listen to me. If I hadn't saved you, who knows what these slavers would have...
What in blazes are you talking about? I'm not a slave.
But I thought...
You left. You don't know anything. This should have been my fight. My chance at greatness. But you stole it from me. Again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Rakan. For everything. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that, and I'm sorry for leaving you behind. I regret it. All the time. I would give anything to go back and do things differently. I know I can never completely make it up to you, but please, can I at least try? You're all I have left. Whatever you need, I can help you.
I don't need you. But I do know someone who can use you. Follow me. Keep up and keep quiet, or you're finished.